when evidence came in and said there is an association, and because they found an association with MS, never mind MS, it's chronic cerebrospinal venous insufficiency. Anyway, I'll blather in greater detail about that later. I have zero confidence in the proposals that they will accept. It's not the proposals that will come in, it's the proposals that they will accept, because as we all know, McMaster University, i.e. Dr. Mark Hickey, put in a proposal for work for the original $2.4 million that the Canadian MS Society was so gracious to dole out, and yet they didn't see fit to allow Dr. Hickey to continue what he had been already doing for over a year. In any case, enough said. I have zero confidence. I need another round. I am not going down to Albany and shell out another 5,000. I don't know how you guys do it. You guys that have been around for 2, 3, 4 shots. I don't know how you guys do it. How you can afford it. If you can, that's fantastic. Bully for you. Bully for you? I'm turning into a Brit. In any case, there are certain things that have not left me from the third day after August the 6th, 2010. The clarity of thought. And you can't put a price on that. We can't put a price on that. They can't put a price on that, although it can be argued that Monsieur Alain Baudet does not have clarity of thought, perhaps never did. We won't even go into Satan Friedman. Regardless, there is a lot that I want to speak on with regard to the trials, the CCSVI trials, which aren't needed. I mean, they're not. We have neurologists that have come out with a study of 5 patients. Oh, sorry, 5, 5, or 5, 5, or 5, or 5. Yo. Anyway, these people in Calgary seem to think that 5 patients, and there are dangers. I don't know. We've got a catheter coming up through the heart. Danger. Danger! Of course. But they've been doing it for 30 years. Due diligence. I wouldn't want to have a doctor who never held a catheter in his hand. Right? Common sense. And yes, there are problems. Almost all, if not all, related to stents. The placement of stents. I didn't have a stent put in. I would trust Dr. Siskin to place a stent in an appropriate place. But I didn't have one put in. And there are people that have died due to complications with stents, or not necessarily complications with the stent, complications that had not been treated and I'm referring to Mahir Mastik, God rest his soul. The entire issue is being politicized. It's the neurologists with their autoimmune theory on one hand, and the plebologists we're talking about blood flow. Come on. Blood flow. The flow of life. You have no blood flow, you have no life. So it's not 6 of this, half a dozen of the other. It's not like that. Blood flows. If it flows properly with the correct nutrients and other things. I mean, when they give us medications, right? When they give us medications to treat the autoimmune disorder that was MS, when they give us medications to treat it, how are those medications distributed through the body? Through the blood. So, you know, get off your high horses. In Canada, allow the hospitals and the interventional radiologists to perform angioplasty on people with MS. It's not experimental. 3 to 7 years. Clinical trials. A waste of taxpayer dollars. Just pissing it out the window. Gone. And for what? So we can come to conclusions. You know, if Canada was really interested, if they were really, truly interested, they would have sent any representative, even somebody from their constituency office to Italy to observe the delegates from across the world. Look, we all know from the conferences that they had in Italy, there are now established protocols for diagnosis and treatment. Yeah. The protocols are established. All right. Why are we wasting tax dollars? So that Canadian neurologists can say that, yes, we've done our research and now we have the answer. The research has been done. The trials have concluded. The protocols have been established. Just because we didn't do them in Canada doesn't make them less relevant to the entire issue. Because we weren't doing anything in Canada. We were doing squat. We were allowing the neurological community in Canada to control the entire issue. Duh. Clinical trials are not necessary. They are not needed. They are a waste of time and taxpayer money. But a bunch of researchers are going to be employed for the next 7 years. Oh, joy! This fight is still in its infancy. We have a long way to go to get what we deserve now. Bye, guys.